Okay, be right with y'all. Hello, how are you? Hello, hello. Oh, hey, Rose, how are you, honey? I figured that. I just got home from work. You heard about the Navy's announcement, right? About the UFOs? It was in our Virginia Pilot newspaper. So we have any other weird things happening? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was at work. My boss had told me about it. He's like, "Hey, did you read the paper?" I'm like, "No." He said, "Yeah, read it." I was like, "What?" Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to pull it up from the news. I don't know why it's moving so slow. I seen two meteors tonight. Oh, hold on a second. Come on. Huh. I'm trying to unmute. They had a fight at the bar at the mini mall. Who had a fight? You talking about Pembroke Mall? I don't get the sound on this. Come on. Why isn't this showing? This thing is frustrating me. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Did anybody get hurt? Did you listen to the police scanner? No, I have it set to play I have it set to play the sound, so I don't know why it's doing that. It's not cooperating with me tonight. That's for sure. All right, now it's plugging my nerves. It's taking too long. Maybe I haven't been patient enough of it. Clicking the buttons too fast because I'm not waiting on it to load. It's taking a lot longer than normal. Earthquakes, yeah. Ho Sean Johnson, how are you? Oh, Nevada, huh? It should be playing the sound.
Now,
I guess it's going to a
after a
commercial.
series of unusual encounters by Navy jets, like this one in 2017, showing an F-18 Super Hornet encountering an unidentified object, the Navy has decided it needs to codify how its
Wow,
sailors and
Rose.
pilots record such unexplained events in case these flying objects are in fact some kind of advanced aircraft sent by the Russians or Chinese to spy on the U.S. military. In essence, the U.S. Navy and Pentagon are trying to destigmatize reporting what they call unexplained aerial phenomena. Today, the Navy issued a statement, quote, "The Navy is updating and formalizing the process by which reports of any such suspected incursions can be made to the cognizant authorities. A new
Okay,
message to the fleet that will detail the
okay,
steps
Rose, I
for
love
reporting
you.
is in
God
draft."
bless
In
you.
response to
I
requests for
won't be on here
information from
long because I got to
congressional
work
members and
early.
staff, Navy officials have provided a series of briefings by senior naval intelligence officials as well as aviators who reported hazards to aviation safety. For many years, it was considered a career ender to report these unexplained encounters, so many military personnel had downplayed them, Shep.
Is there anything to the timing of this?
Well, since 2014, there have been an increasing number of encounters. Most of them are suspected drones. After the 2017 F-18 incident and the release of this Navy video
Hi,
showing the
Patrick.
pilot's reaction to the
I
strange
love you,
aerial
Rose.
encounter, the Pentagon established an office inside the Defense Intelligence Agency to study these recent phenomena at the urging of several U.S. senators who set aside $25 million for the new office. Among the incidents closely studied was an aerial incursion involving the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier strike group, which lasted several days and involved what pilots described as aircraft that flew in a manner that defied physics. Politico reporter Brian Bender broke the news of the Navy's new guidelines for reporting UFOs today. Shepard?
Jennifer, thank you.
So that one just said
What
they
do all these
experienced one
people
that
have in
defied
common, Ringo?
physics. I read y'all what was in the newspaper.
Nothing. That's why you need customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual. Good job, Limo. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Oh, I just got home from work. I'm going to be going to bed soon, too. I just, I just, Patrick, did you hear my thing from earlier where I read what was in in our local newspaper about the UFOs? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You commented on it. I'm sorry. I forgot. Yeah, so we better get ready for the fallen demons, the fallen angels. You know, they're starting starting to disclose stuff to us, so we know what it means. But that's why the radiation's so high and the sky's too bright and there's something wrong with the sun and the moon. And, yeah, they sure are. anytime the military releases a statement like that, and then they let you know what happened on the Nemesis aircraft carrier. And apparently that wasn't the only one, the only incident. But they said that in that article that, you know, these things have been flying in military airspace.
My name is Melvin Knoll, and I'm a part-time truck driver, and I own this miniature golf course and also the go-kart track out here. That certain morning, I happened to look over into the sky to the northeast, and I seen a very, very bright light up there, like a very bright star. And then I said, well, that's moving. And I just stood there and watched it as what I was doing, and it was just coming
That's what the
down
star
out of the
was
sky
doing the
real
other night
slow.
when I came in. Remember, I
And
said
no
I watched the
noise,
star
just
move.
quiet, and I couldn't see no wings or nothing, just floating right through the midair up there. And I thought, well, if I don't tell nobody that I seen something go over town tonight, nobody will believe me tomorrow.
Noel drove his truck to the Highland, Illinois Police Department to report an unidentified flying object heading toward the neighboring town of Lebanon.
I know, Patrick, I agree.
Mr. Truck driver just stopped in and said there was a flying object in the area of Lebanon.
It's a joke, right?
No, this is not a joke.
Right.
What's going on?
Ed Barton was the first police officer to respond to the call.
Oh, I don't think when the so-called aliens come, they're going to be friendly. I think it's the fallen angels.
At 4:23 a.m., police officer David Martin saw the UFO over a field on the outskirts of Shiloh.
I happened to look over and saw this large floating object that was just moving very slowly. It was probably about a football field in length. It had three large bright lights lighting up the sky underneath it. I honestly don't know what it was that I saw, other than I know it wasn't a plane or a helicopter or a blimp.
Police reported the object over Lebanon, over Shiloh, over Milstad, over Dupo.
Hi,
Detective Mark
Wayne,
Lopino
how are
says he
you?
saw it as it approached O'Fallon, Illinois.
I was driving eastbound on Highway 50 when I see
You seen a UFO?
the object, the UFO, if you will. I first thought was probably a bunch of helicopters flying in some type of formation. As I drew closer to it, I saw it start to cross over the roadway. It was unlike anything I have ever seen before. You could see the lights, and you could see something that they were attached to, and it was shaped like a triangle. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I continue, and it's going over these trees. By the time I get here toward the left turn lane, I duck into the left turn lane here, and I stop right about here. I wanted to listen to see if I could hear any type of engine noise.
I saw
I
an
could not hear
unidentified
anything.
flying object.
I tried to look again at the UFO, and it had already gone
I guess a
behind
couple
these
months
trees.
ago. And
I put it in reverse to back up a couple seconds
I had told
to see if I
everybody
could reacquire it again. By the time
that
I
it was
backed
like
up
the
to try to
size
see it,
of a
it
football
had moved
field.
at least a mile away, if not further. That quick. I was just
It had no
astonished. I didn't know what to say. I was
sound, no
speechless.
lights. And
Six
there was like
people,
no
including
vibration, no
5 police
nothing, and it
officers,
should have
saw
been
an
as
object
huge as
over
it
southern
was.
Illinois that night. And they all describe what they saw as a massive triangular object flying in total silence.
It looked like a chevron.
Hurry into it!
Did you hear my video earlier where I read from our local newspaper? I was at work though, So it was short. I just read the article from our local newspaper, what the Navy, United States Navy had said about UFOs. Oh, they're getting ready to disclose it. That's for sure. That is for sure. Won't be long now. Really, Patrick? I mean, I've seen some things that I couldn't identify, and like my boss said that night he called me. We've seen some things, but we work right next to the military base too. Well, we're surrounded by military bases, but we work right next door to the jet base. We've seen some things. But this explains several things that I've seen. Oh yeah, no doubt, Patrick. But yeah, we know God's in the mix of what's going on for sure. Well, aliens might be real, but I don't think the ones that are coming here are going to be good ones. I think they're going to be the fallen angels. But someone might try to present them as good, and they've come here to save our planet from destruction and yada yada. Is probably how the plot's going to go. And this alien king is God, or whatever you want to call him, is going to be the one that they say is going to save us and we should worship him or something like that. That's how the theory goes. And I kind of think that may be exactly what happens. I mean, we knew 2 years ago when NASA was looking to hire an alien ambassador, and they ran the ad worldwide, and the starting pay was $120,000 to $180,000. And they hired some woman. I don't remember if she was from Brazil or where she was from, but they did hire a woman to be the alien ambassador for in the event that one day we had a right only to the Holy Father and the precious. Um, she I forgot my train of thought. I'm tired, so we'll be going to sleep in a minute. But um, anyway, they hired an alien ambassador, and then they hired people to do cloud warfare, as they call it. And see, we hear this stuff because we're local, NASA's right here, so we get stuff on our local news that you're tired too. Yeah, I'm struggling to stay awake at this point. It was a long day. Anyway, see, I lost my train of thought again. I know I'm tired. We didn't need to know that God created other life out there. Well, see, we don't know what God's created since the time the Bible was written. We know, so we don't know what's happened in the last 2,000 plus years at all. But he said he would continue to multiply the stars. And oh man, it reminds me of something I wanted to bring up. I guess I'll have to try to remember it later, because but it had to do with that. But maybe I can remember remember it when I have a normal time show at normal hours. Because right now I need to get some sleep so I can go to work again in the morning. Well, it's already morning, but later this morning. Well, you know, Scripture doesn't tell us about that. It tells us about the angels, and it tells us about us, and it tells us about the giants and Satan. So, I'm not going to speculate on what he may have done before us because he didn't tell us about it. So, except for the angels. But, I mean, it stands to reason he's a creative father, very creative. And, I mean, just look how many different flowers there are. Look how many different butterflies there are. Sea creatures, humans. So, yeah, he likes creating. But, anyway, this will be a good topic for tomorrow night's show. Or later tonight's show, rather. So my days run together now because it's still yesterday and it's already tomorrow and it's still today. My days are all clumped together. So, yeah. So I'm going to close out for now. I just wanted to pull up some stuff about other than the newspaper article that I read from here earlier. I'll research it some tomorrow. As if I'll have time before I go to definitely won't have time before I go to work. Anyway, see, I'm sleepy. I don't even know what I'm saying. So, let me get off here before I say something really silly. Because my brain is drifting in this la-la land. So, thank y'all for joining. And, like I said, we'll have a show tomorrow night as soon as I get home. I'm not even sure what time yet. That's right, I forgot. Because one of our things is going to be running longer. So that means the second event has to start later. So it won't be at 8 o'clock as the schedule says, that's for sure. It'll probably be more like 11 or so. But anyway, yeah. Thank y'all for stopping in. And we definitely have a lot to talk about now that they've made this disclosure. And hopefully tomorrow night I can remember everything that I wanted to cover. God bless you too. But remember, nothing proves there is no God. Oh, I know that. Everything proves God exists. Even Satan proves God exists. So, alright, I love you guys. God bless you. I'm way too tired.